Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. We've got a very powerful super new moon. We have got a lunar eclipse, and we've got Venus going into shadow. So there's so much to talk about here. Let's start with the super new moon on the 4th of the month. And it is that super new moon that is taking place in fellow water sign Scorpio. This is a part of the sky that is decidedly worldly. It has to do with long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters, political matters. All of that is covered here. Now, here's what's really fascinating about this energy. And that is that this new moon will stand across the sky from Uranus, adding a surprise quality to the mix. When you have an opposition of Uranus, it's like an energy of extremes, and things could go in one of two directions. Either they are a surprise and a delight, or they are a surprise and a shock. Either pathway gets you to where you're going, which ultimately is a direction that is karmic. That's what happens when the outer planets are involved. Now for you, it is about where you're going in the world that is highlighted here. It is a new moon energy as well. So whatever it is that happens represents a brand new beginning. If it is that you are open to travel or you've been thinking about it, well, look, the opportunity to travel or the urge to travel may come very much by surprise and could have things moving very quickly. If it is that you already have a trip planned, just know that, again, wild card factor here, things can go in all kinds of directions. So just be open to the possibilities and know that any journey is always an adventure. If it is that you're engaged in a matter having to do with immigration or citizenship, there could be surprising developments on that front as well. And if you are in a legal matter, there can be surprise developments there, closures there, leaps forward there. But also, this could be the initiation of a legal process. It is also possible now that if it is that you are in an institute of higher learning, well, there's a brand new beginning indicated there that may take you by surprise. It may be rooted in what inspires you. Your own inspiration is covered here. Dramatic changes are possible here. You may decide to switch your major. You may decide, if you work within one of these institutions, to take a whole new role, to take a whole new contract. All of these scenarios are possible. And if it is that you are using this energy in alignment with the philosophies and spiritual values that guide your life, well, a new moon like this could have you seeing things very differently. With Uranus involved, there is always some dramatic truth that comes to light, and something changes, something shifts. Ultimately, I would say for the better. Now, as we navigate further, it is going to be on the 19th of the month that we will have this month's full moon. But this is no ordinary full moon. This is a jacked up full moon because it is a lunar eclipse. It will kick off eclipse season that'll take us right into next month as well. And this lunar eclipse takes place in a communicative part of the sky for you. And it also has to do with siblings, cousins, and neighbors. So one of these people may be how you realize this eclipse energy. This eclipse is speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. Now, eclipses are always a wild card factor. They feel as if developments happen that, again, are karmic, that may feel like they come out of nowhere, but they ultimately are, in a higher sense, aligning you with the path that the soul desires to go. And that's something to trust. It is with this gorgeous alignment with Pluto that meaningful and profound transformation can occur. And so, on the one hand, yes, siblings, cousins, and neighbors may be making changes or decisions or choices that are very empowered It looks like it brings you a whole lot of happiness. It may be at this time, given that this part of the sky also connects you to synchronicity, which is being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right person, and it makes all the difference. Well, this time it certainly can make a massive difference to you in terms of being more open to opportunities and more personally as well. It looks like those random interactions take on greater focus and greater depth. Really, your words are very persuasive when we have this kind of energy in a communicative part of your sky. In fact, any pitch you make, anything you ask for, it's almost like you're able to really hone in on what is going to allow the most meaningful transformation to occur and how you can gain power in a given moment. Well, it's like you recognize it and you're able to seize it. Your words are very persuasive at this time as well. Now, ultimately, you are on a pathway. We always are on a pathway, but this is a pathway of mind, of expression, of communication, and realizing the power of your words, including the power of your words to get you what you want. Now, where it comes to matters of love, a few key things to be mindful of here. The main thing, of course, is that Venus will move into a friendship-oriented part of the sky on the 5th and will be here for an extended amount of time. Normally, you get about a month per sign per year with Venus, but this time, Venus will be here right into March of 2022, and that is because of Venus retrograde season right around the corner. Well, actually on the 17th is when Venus will enter shadow. Make sure you are paying attention to whatever is happening right around the 17th of November. Remember, this is the lead up to that lunar eclipse, because you will in some way see it differently or understand it differently once we navigate further. December 19th is when Venus will officially go retrograde, and it will be towards the end of January, beginning of February, that Venus will be where she is mid-month now. And that's when you'll see the events now differently. There is going to be an entire Venus retrograde special horoscope, so be on the lookout for that, because I think this is a very important energy, a massive energy that is going to speak to all of us. So do be on the lookout for that. But for this month, it is that mid-month that you do want to pay attention to. In the context of love and in the context of this month specifically, keep in mind that the ruling planet of your opposite sign is Mercury. It is going to be on the 10th of this month that Mercury will meet Mars and speak in a conversation of tension with Saturn. That tells me that there may be developments taking place at that time that feel frustrating, that you can't quite understand or put your finger on, that you wish you knew more about, and yet it feels challenging. You are feeling idealistic or more visionary in the context of love, and yet the reality can feel frustrating, even if it is inwardly frustrating. Like you don't know why you feel restless, you don't know why you feel frustrated, but the feeling is there. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, I do think it is very possible that you could connect with someone, but it looks like they either live far away or they're from far away. They're of a very different culture or perhaps religious background. And that is part of some uncertainty on your part, or maybe some doubts on your part as well. Now, it's always up to you to decide what's right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances. But just know, if intuitively you are feeling that this may not be the one to navigate forward with, it's okay to acknowledge that. And understand as well that ultimately it is all about that Venus retrograde season. It is your friends and love that are going to be intimately tied moving forward from here. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, that energy is going to be a sense of a wake-up call, if you will. Yes, there may be an intuitive prompt, an inner restlessness that you can't quite put your finger on. And it's always a good idea to trust your intuition, but it might also be your own fears. There might be an element there of sabotaging something, but even that has its wisdom to it. So strive to be honest with yourself about what you feel about and for this person. Once Venus enters shadow, remember, breakups that happen with Venus retrograde season tend to not stay broken up. And in this case, with that Venus retrograde season beginning, with Venus going into shadow in a friendship part of your sky, well, your friends are probably going to be part of the further developments between you and this person that you're getting to know. And for those of you in an established bond, I do think there may be a whole lot going on between you and your partner, and some of it you may be striving to keep a little bit under wraps. I do think with this mercurial energy, it's almost like maybe your partner finds religion or finds themselves very caught up in a spiritual paradigm or philosophical paradigm. Or maybe it is that they are behaving in ways where they want to take on some adventure that leaves you with mixed feelings. Regardless, though, there may be some frustration there playing out, and frustration that you're feeling as well with your partner. If it feels like maybe you are the one that desires to take that trip, it may be just what you need to gain some perspective. But for all that, many Pisceans out there are not going to experience this energy in the context of uncertainty with your partner, but rather it may just be a need to know each other more deeply that arises at this time, along with what may be changing for one or both of you. That could be a new worldview. That could be searching for something, yearning for something that you can't quite put your finger on. But ultimately, if you communicate the journey, then the two of you can navigate further, stronger, with more depth of understanding forward from here. What I love about this month for you, well, there's so much here. What a powerful and meaningful astrological time. I do think that that lunar eclipse really is the star of the show. You being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right person, can transform your circumstances for the better. You may spontaneously make a power move that helps you to feel like you land on top. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every single week for every single sign for as low as just $3 a month. With Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. As a superstar, you'll get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week. And higher tiers get you things like access to special horoscopes, class passes for future Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.